Hello everyone, it's your boy Proph Rye, and tonight people, I'm back with another creative content another creative episode. Now listen man, this episode people is good. This episode is an eye-opener. This episode should bring you to thinking to a level where, you know what, the Prophet is he's onto something. He's onto something. I don't know what it is, but he's onto something, and you know, I might have to fall off this. I might have to stop doing this. He's right. He is right. Now, listen to this, people, man. We have to be careful when you're leaving your kids with childminders. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking, Proph Rye, but I'm working full-time. I have to pay bills. I have to buy the food. The baby needs this. Our kids need this. Listen, I know. I understand. I get it. But you'll notice, people, this is why it's good to serve God. This is why it's good to, you know, understand and know that the Lord Jesus Christ died for our sins for a reason, people. So we can try and get ourselves out of this matrix system that they have us all living in, people. Now, with that being said, we're going to get into it because I keep telling people and people keep thinking that this is a joke. You get me? They keep thinking that they ain't got that reality check yet. Reality ain't really kicked in for them yet. You get what I'm trying to say? And there's a lot of people out there, they know what's going on. But they, you get me? They don't want to step on the Mason's toes. I understand that. But we're living in times right now where people should open their mouth and speak, man. Now, listen, there's a lot of wolf in sheep clothing out here, fam. They're all over the fucking place. You get me? And you'd be surprised to know that many people are leaving their kids with wolf in sheep clothing, whether they know it or not. Now, this is dangerous, people. This is really, really dangerous because we're living in times right now where a lot of stuff is happening to kids, man. A lot of stuff is happening to babies. Now, I'm going to make another topic about kids and babies going into schools and nurseries and all of those things. I'm going to say that for another topic because this topic is really deep. So it's only best that I break it down into bits so you understand fully and understand where I'm coming from and where I'm going with this. Because at the end of the day, you have to be careful who you leaving your kids around. Now, people, man, you got some best friends out there who you say, you know what, this is my best friend, you know. Yeah, this is my girlie, you know, this is my girlie. We grew up together and all that. I can trust her. You get me? You got some man them out there. Well, a lot of the man them that I've seen so far, they don't really leave their kids around, but a lot of them will leave their kids around their parents. You get me? But you have some women out there, they're leaving their kids with their friends to go and have one night stand. They're leaving their kids to go with their brethren, a friend that they met even just 5 years ago, and they think that they're really best friends, not knowing that that friend has an agenda against them, just to go partying. People, we're living in some serious times. Jealousy is on the rise. Jealousy and bad mind is on the rise, people. You have to understand and know that more time you have kids and people are jealous of your kids. People are jealous of your little family. Now, you leaving your kid with a childminder. A lot of these people out here are evil, fam. A lot of these childminders are evil. And they're into pedophilia business. They're into touching kids. Now, you leave your kid with a childminder. And next you know, the childminder is touching your kids. Doing rituals with your kids. And then bear in mind, these people are smart. They love to do witchcraft to try and wipe people's memories and wipe kids' memories. Because they know that if they wipe the kid's memory, the kid cannot defend themselves spiritually. That's why a lot of people's kids out there, they're even sick. And you don't even know why your kid keep getting sick. You don't know why your kid's getting sick. But you're leaving your kid with a childminder or this person that you think you can trust. You get me? Now, I know how society has got the world running right now. It's crazy. It's like they make the bills high. The housing cost is high. Food is high. To look after your baby or your child in these days is really expensive. It's really expensive. Which means that society forces parents to get back out there in the working field. Get back out there in the working field. And a lot of the time people out here thinking that life is a money race. So they're willing to leave their baby with a childminder even 6 to 7 days a week, because they want to keep up with the money race, not knowing what's going on with your kid, what's going on behind closed doors. You have to be really careful out here. People smile in your face, and you don't even know, they want your family. They want your kid. A lot of these people, a lot of these people see that more time that like you look like you got a special kid there. you might cannot see it, but there's some people out there that are like child snatchers, fam. They look and they say, "Right, you look like you got a special kid." Same thing, like, I'm gonna tell you a little story quickly about this. There's this lady on her journey. And I told you, look, I could tell you 1,000 topics and scenarios about this one lady on her journey, Desreen. You get me? This lady is on her journey. When she met the true and living daughter people, the true and living daughter was helping her out, getting her life back on track. And this lady that's on her journey, she's bitter. The true and living daughter, she was living with her husband. They had a baby. Everything was going good. She even lost her last baby because of the same lady. You get me? The true and living daughter was helping her with everything. And you see, when I talk about being red eyes and bad mind, it goes back to the same lady. People. What did she do? Plotting and planning how she can make the true and living daughter lose her son. And her son's growing like a big boy right now. And this was at early stages. So if someone that you've met out of nowhere, he wasn't even meant to help them. The big man gave instructions saying, yeah, help this person. And then you tried to help this person. And this person's got all type of bad and negative, dark spirits on them. And that person that you're helping is trying to mash up your family. And get your baby taken away. These are some dark and evil world we're living in. There's a lot of people out here, I told you, they're working for the agent of darkness. You get what I'm trying to say, people? So she's doing all of these things there, working for darkness, trying to get your baby taken away. Imagine that. All it takes is for some dark agent, social services. You know, it goes back to the occultists, the proper occultists, the social services that are talking to voices and that, telling them to do evil things, to come round and act on the lies that have been told and take your kid away. But a lot of people don't understand and know how precious having a baby and a kid is, as mankind should not be having kids. So if you didn't notice by now, I've made videos about this. When you have a kid, it's a deal and a pact you've made. And a lot of people are not having kids righteously out here. That's why outside is so flooded of all different type of beings of people out there. It's flooded. I can't see hardly any righteous people at all. On a day-to-day basis, I don't see no righteous people in London, fam. But all I see is a mess. And I could definitely say bringing your baby and a kid to the childminder is definitely one of them. Because if you've got wolf in sheep clothing out here, and they're working in the kids industry because they love to work in the kid industry, because they love touching kids. They love anything to do with kids, they've got it. They've got an A* when it comes to pedophilia. Wolf in sheep clothing, the demons. They love touching kids, fam. They can't help themselves. They can't help themselves. They're the nastiest people on this planet. They can't fucking help themselves. And they're working in all type of different fields out there where they shouldn't be working. I'm just being honest. We need to start giving people spiritual background checks out here. People, I'm no joke. I give people spiritual background checks out here. I want to know what you're up to in the spiritual realm. Because I need to know if I can trust you or not. And this is what I'm trying to say. If everybody was serving the true and living God, if everyone was living by the Lord Jesus Christ of Nazareth, you'll notice you can't really go wrong out here at all in this jungle we're living in. It's a mess, yes. We have to deal with it, of course. Darkness rises against man every single day. But man still jump over the hurdles. Don't get me wrong, sometimes it gets man down. But this is why I come on out here and I preach the gospel and I preach these things. And I tell everyone what I see, what's going on out here. And what I know what's going on out here. I don't hold nothing in. I expose everything, fam. Because people deserve to know. You get me? And this is why I speak up about the childminders. People, down the line people, you'll see there's some sick acts going on out there. There's some sick acts going on there. And kids are being abused more than ever before. I swear to you. I told you, it's like people are having kids to abuse them. Are just leaving them all over the place so they can get abused. You get me? And then the kids are young. The kids are young. They can't come back and tell you anything. I've been seeing shit recently where people have left their kids with people and the kids have ended up hurt. The kids have ended up hurt. Proper hurt. And when you check it out, the mother went to go and link a man. I saw something the other day. I think it was on the news or something. A young black mother left the kids inside the house. And I can't remember where she went. I think she went shopping or something. Left all 3 kids inside the house, people. And the house burned down with all 3 kids in there. How the fuck can that happen? What's going on? Hey, every single day, kids are going missing out there. Human trafficking is on the rise. Children trafficking is on the rise. And people are just leaving their kids with just anyone. And they don't know about spiritual background checks. And don't get me wrong at all, because there's a lot of witches and wizards out here. They got their crystal balls and all of these things. They're well prepared. You get me? A lot of them, they know what's going on. Some people get a thrill out of this shit. They get a thrill out of it. And it goes back to this movie I always talk about. There's a movie that is it Rock the Cradle or something? the two couples and they what did they do again, man? It's coming. That's it. The 2 couples, and they're both working a job, and they just had a baby, and they've ordered the childminder. Childminder comes in. She gets the job. She gets the job, people. What does she do? She's jealous. Down the line, it looked like she couldn't have kids. So she was jealous. What happened after that? She wanted the woman's husband. And the reason why she wanted the woman's husband, not because she loved the husband, is because if she stole the husband from the woman and try and take the woman out of the picture and kill the woman, then her and the husband can have the baby and she'll become a mother. People are sick in the head like that. There's some people out there that can't have kids. They'll ask you, let me look after your kid. Anytime you need me to look after your kid, don't just call me, I will do it. You know me, I love kids and all of these things. Not knowing that that person has agenda out against you and your family or your kid. We just can't be leaving our kids with anyone out here. Much less sometimes family members. You get me? This is the type of world that we're living in, people. The Freemason occult thing is serious, fam. And their main thing is touching kids. They ain't got energy. They steal energy from kids. Kids born fresh, energy, pure, everything. All of that gets taken away. And you'd be surprised to know a lot of childminders are doing these type of things. And what do? They're covering it up with witchcraft. It's always going to go back to dark entities. Because people are out here abusing dark entities, man. Using it to their best advantage. Thinking that people are not going to know their sins. Thinking that people are not going to know what they're doing behind closed door. Mothers really need to step up, fam. They really need to step up and be a mother, bro. Fathers as well. Step up, man. It's not about the money and all that sometimes. Sometimes it's about worshipping God. You get me? Worshipping the real God, fam, and letting him guide you through. There's so many people out here that are brain dead, and they're leading on their own understanding, and their own understanding is leading them down the wrong road. A lot of people get into people's heads sometimes and teach them the wrong things and tell them the wrong things. And it's so funny because as I get older, it's like you get more wiser. And they say some people never grow up, which is true. But when I look back now, it's just like a lot of people actually get childminders or leave their babies with friends and people who they ain't even known for that long, just to go hotel for the night. Just to go hotel for the night, to do the same positions they do with every other man they go there with, or every other woman they go there with. And during that night, while you're out there having fun and so on, baby's being abused. It's a sick world we're living in, people, but it's the truth. You get me? Look at this lady. Who is it? This lady that's on her journey, her sister, abused her son. Abused out her son to people, fam. And she managed to get a job in the school. What's going on with that? That's what I'm trying to say. That school subject's coming up real soon. That's the next video I'll make tonight. You get me? But I'm just saying, life puts us in a predicament sometimes where sometimes we have to find childminders or find people who are available. And sometimes the people that are always available is ones that you got to be worried about. The people that are always available to help you look after your kids are the ones you got to really worry about. Life is a serious thing, you know. I keep saying life is a serious thing because it's a serious thing. Society puts people in a predicament where you've had a kid, but you have to put the kid last, and not without even knowing it, because you have to get back out in the field to make some money, fam. Because you have kids, you look at your kids every single day, thinking shit. Like, not everyone does that, but that's something I do a lot when I was around my kids and that. I look at them every single day and I say, shit, I want to give them the best life. Sometimes we rush, we jump into things too quick. We make deals and pack. And even the woman man's laying down in the bed with for 8 years has an agenda against me. But and the kids are not even mine. But I just say they're mine because I raised them for 8 years. It's a serious world we're living in, people. But like I said, man, I'm going to leave this video here. But I just hope everyone start using their brain and think properly, man, when it comes to leaving your kids with childminders. You get me? Because if you notice right now, everything's online. You need a childminder, you go online. People are making profiles. They got websites where people can go on and put their CV and that, and you can hire a childminder and all of these things. You get me? For more time when I'm out there, I'm doing deliveries and that. A man go to people's doors and that. A man see some of these childminders. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, fuck. And then you see the kid come out through the corner and you look at the kid, you look at the childminder, you look at the kid, look at the childminder, you're thinking, sometimes you just got to keep it moving, people. Got to keep it moving. It's a boy Proph Rye, man. Stay blessed out here, man.